And finally, instead of birthday cake, many Russian children are given a birthday pie. Wow. I think I would like a birthday pie as opposed to a birthday cake. A little bit thinner, a little pie crust on there. Pretty interesting. You know what? Carvel has a birthday pie now. I bought one over the weekend.
I can't believe that we're the show that now talks to 53-year-old athletes, and we do that hacky thing where David Robinson cannot like that song. He cannot like that as the entrance music. This is the bleeping admiral in the history of the military. Have we ever had a better athlete than this one? And this is how you introduce him?
I'm guessing he loves it. By the way, there are Carvels in 25 states, and I promise you right now, the Admiral loves a good Fudgie the Whale.
All right, go ahead, Guillermo. Put it on the poll. Does the Admiral love it?
Or does he love a good Fudgie the Whale?
That's a better poll question. Yeah.
You think? All right, both of them. Put them up there. All right, now, but I'm genuinely curious. Good God, this song is awful. So this is the Village People, right?
Yep.
And so here we go. And Mike, you were dancing very flamboyantly during all of that. You were like a flamenco dancer. David Robinson, how do you feel about this nonsense song that Mike Ryan, the hacky song? Yeah, you're one of the best basketball players ever, and that's how we introduce you. You're a military man.
Oh, my goodness. Well, good morning, guys. You know what? I just love coming on after all of the steroid and the felony talk. That's,
Even
it's
better.
always good to bring
Even
some
better.
sunshine.
The cleanest athlete in the history of athletes, and that's how we introduce him.
Sorry,
David, true or false, David Robinson has never done a single wrong thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, ask my wife and kids. They'll tell you a whole different story.
No. I mean, David Robinson, is he the squeaky cleanest athlete in the history of squeaky clean?
He probably is, but to David's point, as a married man, it doesn't matter. Wife and kids will always find the blemishes, man.
All right. Well, David, before we get to what you're teaming up with Reese's to host a number of events in San Antonio throughout the Final Four, but before we get to that, can you sort of explain to us, walk us through what it is that it was like to be you as the squeaky clean athlete? How much temptation was there around you, as the guy who was trying to stay squeaky clean?
I mean, you guys know. I mean, it's anytime you're in the spotlight, and I think it's even worse now than it was when I was playing. But anytime you're in the spotlight, you're held to a really high standard. And I always just embraced that instead of, trying to make it into something impossible. I just embraced it. I always looked at it as a really cool opportunity to be a light, right? Be an encouragement. I mean, you can go into your communities. People actually listen to you half the time. And, we've gotten a chance to do some amazing things. We built schools here in San Antonio, and now we have, 51 schools across Texas, and we're getting kids into college. And so I've tried to use the platform to do really good things instead of, thinking about, oh, boy, I hope I don't do something wrong tomorrow.
Wow, it sounds like, you just think about good things and doing good things all the time. Who's more squeaky clean? Name someone, David Robinson, a athlete that you said, man, that guy's squeaky cleaner than me.
Squeaky clean.
That's right. That's what I said. Tebow.
Okay,
Tebow.
I can name a whole bunch of guys.
Tebow.
I mean, I'll go back in the day, and I'll say a guy like A.C. Green was a phenomenal guy, one of the guys I looked up to.
That's
Winner.
Another guy.
Yeah, good one.
Another guy that I got to play with and against is Grant Hill. I mean, he's a phenomenal guy. He's the guy I want to be. So,
Okay.
There's a lot of really phenomenal guys out there.
Wait a minute. Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Is Grant Hill the guy David Robinson wants to be? Come on.
I mean, you're the Admiral, David.
Come on, you're the Admiral, David. You're a military guy. Everywhere you walk, someone salutes you. Get out of here.
And a Hall of Famer, I mean.
At 7'1", though, I don't fit in certain things, whether it's cars or showers or whatever. But he's 6'8". He's like the perfect size. And handsome guy. He's an amazing guy. So, he's one of the guys I've admired and appreciated. That I think he's done all the right things. I mean, you guys were asking me for good examples. I'm just giving you the guys I can remember.
Those are good ones. You're right. I want to talk about David Robinson beef, though, because at the height of competition, you and Shaq weren't getting along, right? You guys didn't like each other, did you?
Well, I would say this. There's a lot of guys I didn't really get along with. when I was playing. I'll tell you what, yeah, me and Shaq, yeah, we were competitors, and Shaq grew up in San Antonio, and I think when he left San Antonio, I think one of the things we talked about this during the Olympics in '96, we got a chance to play together, but, he felt like, the people in his own hometown didn't appreciate him because of me. And so yeah, he didn't like that. And so he made that kind of pretty clear. But it's funny when you're playing against guys, yeah, you don't like them. I remember Doc Rivers coming into our team. We signed him, and when he was playing for New York Knicks, he just couldn't stand me. But I didn't even know this until he's sitting next to me in my locker room and not talking to me. And I was like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" He's like, "Man, I have not liked you for a really long time." I was like, wait, what happened? What did I do to you? He just said, "I always thought you were such a jerk."
All right, let's stay here for a minute. Let's stay here for a minute because in 1994, you and Akeem Olajuwon, you conspired to keep Shaq down at the All-Star game. He went 2-12 that night. Take me into those conversations with Olajuwon. Yeah, take me into those conversations, David. You did. You conspired.
Hey,
you know
what? When somebody's on the other team, you're always conspiring to hold them down. That's the plan.
Was there a conversation, though? Did you and Olajuwon have a plan, a conversation before the game?
Oh, no, not at all. No, you go out and you just play the game, and certainly you know who the big threats are. So for us, Shaq is, as a human being, an intimidating guy. And so yeah, he was one of our focuses, but, we didn't, obviously never trying to embarrass another guy like that.
Okay, so I want to advertise this for David Robinson. He's been delightful. He always is. We always enjoy his company, and he's doing a promotion here. But, David, I need a trade, okay? I will give you this floor space to go ahead and say whatever you would like about what it is you're promoting, but I need an honest answer to a fairly easy question after that, and I just need honesty from David Robinson. So I hope that's the trade.
Okay, fair trade. So I'm partnering with Reese's at the Final Four to do some really fun things with the veterans. We'll spend Easter with the Wounded Warriors families, and that'll be a blast. And then Friday on the All-Star game for the college All-Stars, which I participated in 1987, I get to host the halftime with those kids. So Reese's is being a really good partner, allowing me to encourage the Wounded Warriors.
Okay, thank you, David, for all the work that you do. As I said, everybody admires David Robinson. And so the honest question and honest answer I need is this song right here. Go ahead and play it, Mike. In the Navy, as an introduction to you coming in here, did David Robinson, the Admiral, like the song that he was introduced with by the Village People, or did he not like the song that he was introduced with in the Navy?
Well, the honest answer is yes.
Yes! Yes! Yeah! Do you want to say anything more about? Do you want to say anything more about Reese's? Because I have another question for you that I need an honest answer for. Yes.
All right. Hey, I'm a Reese's peanut butter cup fanatic. I grew up with those things. They're amazing.
Turn the music off. I'm sorry. One more promo in exchange for another question. One more Reese's promo in exchange for another question. Go ahead, David. Tell us how much you love Reese's.
Oh man, are you kidding me? Reese's Cups, that was my childhood love. So yeah, I'm a fanatic about Reese's peanut butter cups.
All right, here we go. Honest answer here, David. Do you love a good Fudgie the Whale?
A good Fudgie the Whale? I don't even know what that is.
Fudgie the Whale,
he doesn't know what it is.
Carvel cake with a crunchy, David.
Ice cream cake.
Oh, the ice! Oh, I love ice cream. Are you kidding me? That's well, as an athlete, you try to eat the things that are going to allow you to perform on the court, but you got to have those. You got to have those side dishes.
Is this the strangest show you've ever been on?
Yeah, you guys are excited.
All right, see you later, David. Thank you.
All right, see you. Doesn't know what a Fudgie the Whale is.